When I refer to causes of heart disease, the word cause is an oversimplification. What I mean by that is there are conditions which are responsible for a heart attack or stroke, but they are not necessarily the cause. For example, consider an arterial blockage, which is the most common. This could be considered the cause, and it is true that it is the cause of the heart attack or stroke, but the real cause is much more complex than that. You have to think about how the blockage got there in the first place. What are the causes of it building up to the point that it can trigger off a cardiovascular event? The blockage which does the damage is likely to be a combination of a number of things, each contributing a little bit until it gets to a point when they are all combined, there can be a fatal event. You may remember from my intro video that I've been through the process of having open heart surgery, which triggered me off to spend the bulk of my time over the last couple of years researching the underlying causes of cardiovascular events. Fortunately, in my case, I picked up on my issue, which was a calcified aortic valve, early enough to avoid a cardiovascular event and thus any damage to my heart. But even though I was able to have my valve replaced, it has a limited life, as I was not prepared to have a mechanical one which requires people to be on a blood-thinning drug for the rest of their lives. I do not like medication unless it is short-term for a life-saving procedure. Other than for a few weeks when I had the surgery, I've never been on medication and hopefully never will be. So what are the general underlying causes of cardiovascular disease? Well, based on my research, there are, in my opinion, 5 underlying causes. The first one is calcification, commonly referred to as hardening of the arteries. It is not just limited to the arteries, but also affects the heart valves, which is what happened to me with my aortic valve. The next thing is circulation by way of the ease that blood can flow through the arteries and capillaries. If the inside walls of the arteries are sticky, it is much easier for plaque to stick to them, thus contributing to a potential blockage. Then you have to consider inflammation, which is a big one. If the walls of the arteries are inflamed, it has the effect of narrowing the passageway, thus increasing the risk of a blockage. The next thing is that you need to increase your stem cells to help replenish damaged cells in your cardiovascular system. Cholesterol also plays a role in cardiovascular disease, but nowhere as big a role as what most people think. This is an interesting subject which I'll be going into more detail on in later issues. I will talk about calcification in the next session, so until then, bye for now.